What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And right now we're going to be talking about, is no money spent a real thing? And can you do that in Madden 23 Ultimate Team? Now, the first thing that everybody needs to understand really quickly is no money spent is typically something that I believe when MUT first started, back in Madden 10, when they were first introducing it, you used to see like something on the bottom of your screen where you were accumulating certain currency, and we didn't really understand what it was. It's sort of like this cred thing right now. You know, people don't really understand what cred is, that it has to do with the yard and stuff like that. So at that time, when it was just coming out, there were a lot of ways to actually just grind through certain things in the mode and do different things to kind of understand what it was. And as MUT, aka Madden Ultimate Team, has evolved, it has become very difficult to not spend money. So realistically, when you see a guy have no money spent in their title, they've spent money. You bought the game, you pay for internet. Like, bruh, you're spending money. It's just the fact of not overextending yourself. So what most people do is they buy weekly packs, and they consider that not being money spent because they're not buying bundles. People make excuses for what they're not doing in order to make it seem as if they're coming up and like they found a way to glitch the system. Now, there are ways to get away with stuff, and throughout the MUT season, EA Sports is going to make mistakes. They're going to release the wrong packs. You're going to open packs and get double packs. It's going to be things popping up in your binder that shouldn't be there. A lot of things happen, and it's always been a continuous thing where there are loopholes in the game. Like, shout out to GutFox. You check out GutFox's channel right here on YouTube. He's always finding loopholes, right? Like, okay, yo, this is what it is. This is what it is. So those type of things are gonna happen. But realistically, no money spent, you can't survive. And I'm gonna explain to you guys what a real Madden Ultimate Team needs in order to survive. So let's just go ahead and fast forward to August 16th or whenever you get the early game if you bought the All Madden version. What is going to be something that you're going to do first? They're gonna set it up so that you have to do steps before you can even use the store or the auction house and the trades and all that stuff. So what that means is everybody is going to have to complete challenges or whatever to be able to unlock certain things, right? Once you get all that stuff done and you start to look at your team and see what it's made up of, you're gonna be disgusted. So let me give you guys an example of what's going on, right? Let me change the active lineup, and we're gonna go to like this. Does this even work? I don't know. Okay, so look, pretty much what happens is this, right? Your screen is gonna look like this. It's gonna be a situation where it's like, all right, you have nobody, there's nothing going on, and you're gonna have to figure out what is needed to be done, right? And now you're gonna look to guys like myself, and maybe there's other content creators that you're subscribed to that you're gonna look for information. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you the honest truth about what is actually gonna help build your team and what's not going to build your team. So when you start the game off, one of the things that I want you guys to understand, you can go the power-up route. To start, start Ultimate Team. Pretty much you get a power-up, and you power it up to a certain reasonable overall to where it can work for your team, and then you pretty much go from there, right? So look, let's go ahead and exit this screen real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what's going on. So this is pretty much what your Ultimate Team is going to look like at launch. And then now it's going to be your job to figure out what is actually going on. So I just wanted to show you guys, just to give you guys some insight into what happens as a no money spent player. You're pretty much going to get a bunch of bronzes and more garbage that EA Sports is actually giving you, and that's it. It's not going to be a lot available for you, and you're going to have to figure out ways to put your team together. So this is prototypically the only other route and the truth about like going as little money spent as possible. You're going to do what's called the power-up method, okay? So what is the power-up method? The power-up method is this, and this is for all of you guys that are not looking to spend money. Like I said, I'm probably going to be spending a whole lot, so definitely subscribe and be ready to watch it live. You guys are going to definitely enjoy it because EA Sports is going to take full advantage of me, and it's going to be real nasty throughout the process. All right, so you guys can definitely take a look at what the packs are giving you, and what players I'm keeping, what players I'm selling, what players am I putting on the back burner to sell once their price goes up, things like that. So this is what you would be looking to do. Let's say for whatever reason, right, you want a mobile quarterback in Madden 23. And you're like, you know what, G? I can't afford to spend money like you. I want to know if this makes sense. I got a Kyler Murray power-up, and I want to utilize this card until I can afford to get something better. Remember, you're going to have team captains. You're going to have other free cards that they give you that you can power up through just playing the game and increasing your MUT level. So it's not like you're not going to have anything. It's just that you're going to want the best possible team if you're choosing to play head-to-head. Now, if you're only going to be an offline player, right? You only want to build your team up. You know, you're playing it for yourself. You're going to do solo battles. You're not playing any head-to-head against a human opponent. There is no rush. You can pretty much go no money spent and spend your time grinding the challenges and doing it that way if that's something that you want to do. But somebody like myself and a lot of you other guys that are veterans, you're trying to put together the best team, jump into head-to-head, and get some of those really good rewards. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do as well. So, this power-up method, what do I mean by that? So, at the beginning of Madden 23, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of lower overall elites. Like this guy's elite is like an 80 overall. So, if you got his power-up and you wanted to boost his speed a little bit, you would only need that card. Because like let's just make believe that these other training values are not there yet. We're starting off at the beginning. So what typically happens is you get the opportunity to add a +1 speed to whatever card you would be utilizing. So you would spend the minimal training. And like I told you guys this a month before EA announced it, that they were going to be lowering training values for like, you know, X factors and powering up players. So I think they're going to focus on doing other things to take our money this season. Because I know training will be a factor, but I believe that they'll reduce the amount that's necessary. So this is a primary example for Kyler Murray because he just got paid, you know, by the Cardinals. So this is a perfect example to use his card. So here we go, right? We would start to power him up. And then we would go to where his actual lowest level elite is, right? Just to start it off. Now, as far as the power-up passes and things like that, you're going to be able to unlock these as the game unfolds, as you get your level up and stuff like that. And this is actually going to be one of the first ones that you unlock, the 62 to 81, like the lowest overall one. So you would get that, and then this 5 right here would unlock the X Factor. So don't worry about these other slots. This is like later in the game, and we're going back to the beginning. So what would you have on your player right now? This would be a player that I would say 83 speed, 83 throw power. I would not use this card simply because he doesn't have the throw power that I want to start the game. And everybody knows about GmiasWorld. I'm trying to throw streaks every single snap. I don't care if it's open, I'm throwing streaks, right? So his throw power, even at launch, is not for me. But look at his speed. Although his throw on the run is pretty low, you can look at his speed. 83 speed at launch is pretty good for a quarterback. You couple that with a theme team, say you're going Cardinals, and then you throw him up to an 85. That's a lot of speed to start Ultimate Team. So if you were a no money spent player, this would be your approach. This is just an example. You don't got to use Kyler Murray. I already told you guys, my members here on the channel, if you're a member of GmiasWorld, we have our private chat on YouTube. You're going to love that private chat once Madden 23 starts. If you want to become a member right now, look in the description box, click the link. It's very, very reasonably priced variations of it, I understand. But what I'm saying is, as far as the info that you're going to be getting it directly from me in private videos and inside of that chat. And that's part of the member-only chat that you get for becoming a member. But this is just a broad example of the things I'm going to be sharing and explaining. He would work for certain schemes. Running around, throwing the ball, doing whatever. I don't want to do that at launch. Plus, we already found out that Escape Artist is now an X Factor, so you're not going to have it all the time. So this wouldn't be the perfect quarterback for me, but if you're a no money spent player, you would go this route and take your time with power-ups for O-line, D-line, corners, safeties, your kicker. You would go the power-up method to the max of what you could afford and build your team that way. These are just some of the tips that's going to help you get to the next level. I got so much more that's going to be coming very soon. All you guys got to do is let me know you want more, and you're going to see it pop up in your timeline. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I was about to say a beautiful, but a beautiful day. Enjoy it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.